2019?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Okay.
You got the floor.
No, I'm done. No. I mean, I was responding to your
comment.
Well, listen, so what is it,
I'm just saying that I think lots of wheels are spinning on this car, and we need to figure out why that's happening. I mean, it's harmless right now, but this has to do with Liberty business. When I see inbreeder faggot fucks driving around in pickups looking stupid like they...
What was that language you just used?
Faggot fucks.
What does that mean?
Means like they don't look like they're like you and me.
Okay.
Like normal gene pools.
All right.
Means like they might have been gene pooled by their uncles or something like that sometimes. Okay. Like inbreeders.
Okay.
Like it's inbreeder. Yeah. Anyways, getting to the point, I asked, this is what I'm getting at. I asked Mr. We'll get to that in a minute. Getting to the point, we have to figure out why this cop last night is cruising around like he's taking an oath, and I said, "You gonna come back?" He says, "Yeah," after this call, and didn't come back.
I have concerns about that.
Does that concern you?
It does.
It should concern you because it looks like he arranged the Jeep and the deputy.
It doesn't look anything.
Oh, it
like
does
that.
look like that.
Because
this is the deal. Say I would have jumped out and fired up on them. These four gentlemen, which happens in my life. I've stepped out with entire towns coming at me, brother, and probably 3 states at the same time in other cases. Sometimes I have to fight lots of people because they feel right at home doing it because the cops are on their backside very close, and guess what's going to jail if anything goes wrong? I am. No matter how many's coming, I am going to jail.
Have you been in jail?
Hell yeah, I have.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry I put cops in jail too. Yeah, even chief of police and stuff, because it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. It might happen here. It probably will if I move here. Wherever the car clunks out, it happens. It's something I tell the public, and it does happen. It really does. I told Sergeant Norris on the phone, I'm going to destroy your life and kids and ruin them all. And 2 years later, without even trying, I walk into Taco Bell. I go, "Where'd you get that nice phone?" This kid goes, "I got it for you." I said, "How'd you do that?" He goes, "My dad's a cop. He took it out of evidence and give it to me." You know what? You can read it right. You can hear it right on the internet. The whole investigation. The kid's telling on his dad, and the state let me have him on the phone. The dad, Morris. I said, "Where'd you get that phone, Morris?" "I got it at pawn shop." I got it at pawn shop. I said, "How much was it?" He goes, "Hey, dude, calling me dude. I'll tell you what, Malenka, nobody impresses me. The only one who impresses me at this point is your sergeant, Mark, okay? He really does. I think he's been through real stuff, and I think he's honest, and I think he's real. And I want to know why this guy didn't come back."
Well, that's what I'm going to find out. So you're going to, when we're done talking, okay, I'm enjoying the conversation.
Great, I am too.
When you're done talking, we have the conversation, I'm going to give you the form. It's your statement as to what occurred, and then we'll open an administrative investigation.
Yeah, I would like that. Listen, would you like a better conversation?
Yeah.
We fly on record with old Walter in Nebraska. He could kind of, there's everyone in Nebraska, I don't even have to say my name, they can kind of tell you the score, if you want to know how many. Maybe you should call him and ask him. Or FBI task him.
I'm not, at this point.
I mean, if that's important, how many cops I've ruined, I just know I'd be.
Why is that important to me?
Well, just to let you know I'm the real deal.
Okay.
Because I am the real deal.
Okay.
Usually, Colorado seems, you have some nice cops here. I've seen a lot of nice stuff.
Yeah.
But I've also seen bad cops here doing naughty shit. It starts with the exact reason I built that car the way it is. They stock it. Okay? It starts with them stocking the car. It's made to be stocked. It's made that way to jar your mind and go, "That's the one I'm going to get right there." That's what happened in Mississippi. I called Nebraska State PN Sheriff's Department, said I'm going in on Aberdeen on the KKK pigs of America. And, "Oh God, Peterson, be careful." Cruise in on a restaurant and go, "How y'all doing?" The chief goes, "We put them to bed real quiet around here." Guess what? They tore out. Next thing you know, all the black cops, all the black police, they were police. They said, "Step out of the car," and cuffed me for no reason. And hauled me to jail and strapped both my arms to a wall. I said, "Well, I hope you're having fun." And then took a black guy off the bench and said, "So you don't like cops, huh?" I said, I didn't say that. I said, I put cops in prison, buddy, or jail. I said, punch it up on the net. And he said, let's take a look at it. He goes, how you do this to cops? I said, well, that's going to be you tomorrow night there, Mike. So the chief come in and said, anyways, you got him to call Nebraska. And in about 12 minutes, they had me back in my towed-off car, real quick like. So if you call Nebraska, whatever they can do in 12 minutes, probably about 5 minutes, they give you the queue. I don't know what queue points they hit. But they pretty well let you know that I'll put you in prison for the rest of your life if I get a chance. Do you believe me?
Well, that's my job, and that's the citizen's
Yeah,
job
well,
as well.
that's my job too.
Yeah, okay.
I took that oath with Jesus Christ, brother,
Well,
not America.
This is my, my position. I come from a very, very liberal town.
Good.
And I thoroughly enjoyed working there, and I feel that the folks that have the badge, that's one less badge for a bad cop.
Well, that's what you should do, is just fire them then if they're getting stupid.
Well,
if they're getting stupid, they should fire them.
Exactly. And we have a pretty good history of holding our officers accountable.
Yeah, I hope you do.
Because
I have a pretty good history of holding entire towns accountable.
That's a good deal. So so what we've talked about so far is a performance issue thus far. Okay. And like I promised you before you leave here, I'll want your statement.
Yeah.
And we'll open an AI.
What if anything? Say somebody threw a rock at your wife or kid or something. You wanted the cop to come back. They were on another call.
Yeah.
And there you are holding your child bleeding or whatever, or your wife just got raped, and every sin's the same. Every sin's the same, and every lawbreaker is the same, and every case should be treated the exact same, right?
Well, there's also an urgency factor. So
well, if it has to do with me, brother, I'm used to knocking people's jaws out of whack.
Let me. So, given the scenario you gave, I would be extremely disappointed if.
Oh, I would too.
If you were saying, "Hey, I need help. I've just been a victim of a crime," and they said, "I'll be right back."
And we're not done. The deputy also needs to be investigated too. Who's his sheriff?
Rick Albers is the sheriff.
Let me write that down, Rick.
Yeah. Albers.
So the sheriff deputy as well, Albers.
A-L-B-E-R-S.
Okay, the sheriff deputy needs his little badge investigated too, obviously, you know that. If he's going to pretend to do business in this town and be a protector and tell someone point blank to their face, we'll be back, and don't come back, that is really dropping the ball, brother, especially when they probably know I'm they probably watched my videos already. Have you seen them before?
I have seen, I think they're your videos, I'm not sure.
You probably know, don't you?
I mean, there's so many.
If you were taking a polygraph?
You know what, here's the thing on your videos and other videos, is I screen those, and I periodically share them with the guys saying, this is a bad call, and you want you to learn from it. Yeah. So I haven't come across any of your videos that raise that level yet, if I'm correct.
Yeah. Well, I'm the one that starts you off with a baby raper stamp right on your face, for starters, and lets you know that I really don't give a shit what your badge looks like or how thick it is. If you do the wrong thing, you're going to get a baby raper stamp. Now, you couldn't pay me enough. As bad as I need a Crown Vic or a car, you couldn't give me enough cars to stamp it on your sergeant mark in there. I'm not wired that way.
Yeah.
Okay, you know why? Because he's pure. I can't touch pure crap. You know why? Because not to say he's crap, I can't touch the pureness of goodness, because I have to deal with God at the end of the day, okay? I really do. And God and your conscience, I think, are a lot alike, okay? They really are, just to let you know. You probably know that, don't you?
I'm a member of a church.
When you destroy people on record or put people in jail, you might have seen something good in them.
Yeah.
Because I see something good in everybody. Even the ones I've ruined, I cry for every one of them, okay? I really do. I'm a real puss when it comes down to it, the biggest puss in the world. I'll tell you the truth, when it comes to destroying somebody and taking everything they ever had and everything they're going to have and destroy them and continue to destroy them, then you have to decide if you're an animal or not, or if you're doing a good thing. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're truly taking bad cops off the street, you're not.
Oh, I am. I am, and if I don't get them, they know. I'd take a lot more. Okay, why don't we do this? Am I going to say this right? Chris Malenka?
Yeah.
Chris, why don't we do this? because I'm really good at what I do. Why don't you call and why don't we get that green Jeep found out who that guy is? I'm sure you know who it is.
No, I don't.
Usually they have buddies-in-law that do this stuff that they think they're protected. Why don't we get, for starters, blow the Jeep off. Why don't we get that officer in here?
No.
No.
We
hear me out. Hear me
There's
out.
a process. Hold on. There's a process, and he has a right to due process like everyone else.